Welcome on everybody. Lennox here from S123 Trader. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon session for the New York close. We have 1 minute before the 3 p.m. Eastern time close begins. And with me as usual, Mr. George Pitcher from New Jersey.
Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say, from New Jersey.
Keyboard. Okay, so for those in attendance, thanks for joining us. And I'm just going to do a little summary of what transpired today, because it's been quite a volatile day. The president just spoke about the Ukraine-Russia situation, and that caused the markets to move quite rapidly and violently for a time. So let me show my screen, and I think that might help a lot if I make myself presenter here. So, okay. Let me know when you can see me there, George.
Got it. Yep.
So a little note down here on investing.com, Biden reaches sanctions, or Biden readies sanctions on Russian banks, individuals after Ukraine invasion. And when it says individuals, it means the rich guys.
Yeah, the oligarchs.
Yeah. So, so what transpired today? The market opened. I'm just going to make this a little bigger. We can see, so we can see. So the market opened. Let's see on this red bar right here. This red bar right here. So that's where the market opened, and started to go up. First it fell, then it started to go up. So I jumped in at this point in the market and played it up to this level here and made some profits. Then actually I got out. Let me just rephrase. I got in here, played it up to here, made some profits. Then market came back down. I got in again and went back up to here and made some profits. So double profits at these, for those two entries. Then the market came back down, and as it was coming down, I kind of realized that maybe we were going to be heading down overall, because we had a 1, 2, 3 top here. This drop back to this level, I kind of suspected that we were going to come down and break this level. So I decided at this point, after we closed the session, to just jump into a put, and bought the 198 puts here and wrote it all the way down. And I just got out when it started getting violent in here, and now you can see it's starting to push back up. I didn't get back into the upside because I didn't really think it was going to have enough oomph to get back up here, but I'm wrong. It certainly has a lot of oomph. Indeed, and that would have been a great opportunity to get in here to the upside, but I wasn't really paying attention anyways to the market after I got out, so I kind of missed that whole movement. So these are the great opportunities that we have. This is on the 5-minute time frame, but these are the kind of opportunities that we have in this market, just in this one instrument, the Russell 2000, and this could be either the Qs or the diamonds or the SPY. Any one of these instruments would do this, because they're all doing the same thing. So here they all are. I'll go to the 15-minute time frame. So next, let me go back to the hourly on that one. Okay, 15-minute on this one, 5-minute on this one, and I'll put this one on the 1 minute so we can kind of see. So that's what's going on. They're all doing the same thing. I'm looking at them from different time frames. The hourly pushing to the upside now, looking to retrace this move. Here is the entire move on the 15. So right now we're just looking to retrace this move, and then right now we're looking to retrace this move on the 5-minute. So that's where we're sitting. So at this point we could be possibly having another turn to the downside here. This is totally possible. So that we could be at the point where we're at an end. So we can take a look and see closer on this guy if our structure has played out. And it's possible. This could be the entire 1, 2, 3 at this point, and we're heading to the upside. It's kind of choppy in here. It's very, very difficult to kind of make heads or tails of this, but we could be like that, or we're in a kind of A, B, C type of affair. A, B, and it's a C wave, which comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, something like that. But it's still looking very strong overall, and we're still
from
pushing.
the bottom though, that's where I started my 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So if this is a 1, 2, 3 here, I'm kind of thinking the whole thing is the 1, 2, 3, but it's very choppy.
Yeah. Well, that was the second one. I had actually seen the second green candle. My information was looking positive that the whole thing was going to turn around, but I waited until that big red down candle that made point number 3. And I got doing something else and should have jumped in at that point and didn't, because that would have been beautiful.
Okay. Yes, there was a nice move there. So we could be, like I say, getting exhausted now at this point.
Yeah.
But it also could continue pushing up to this area here. So let me just let's just see. Let me just move. I'm going to move this box over to.
But even if you got out at that point, my getting in point was like 195.5 to 199, and just a little bit over 199. So that was a nice move.
Yeah, this is a great move from the bottom. Again, it surprised me. I thought that we would be still struggling down here, but very interesting move. So if we can make it into this box here, I think that might be the end of its push to the upside.
That would make sense. I'm looking at a 1-minute chart. It's starting to get a retrace, but we're still way above the 21 moving average.
So for those joining me late, if you've missed the overview, this morning played the IWM at the open. Got in here, got out here, got back in when it dropped down, and got back out up here. And then once the market came back down, I felt that maybe price would break this level on this move down. So I decided to jump in and buy the 198 puts. So I bought the 198 puts, and you can see price went all the way down. Made some nice profit on that one, and then was helping my wife, and so I didn't see this movement here at this point, unfortunately, because this would have been a nice play to the upside with these 1, 2, 3s, and really nice movements out to the upside. Much quicker than it did take coming down. You can see how long it took to come down, and then that move to the upside done in a matter of minutes here. So the very volatile day, and that's the kind of market where you can really make some good profits when it's volatile, when it's moving quickly. That's what we want. So the 1, 2, 3 can play out. So you can see just from this morning, just this little move to this level, you can still make good profits. Never mind a move like this. The profits are super. Like from here, I got in at 70 cents and got out down here for over $2, $2.06 or something like that, $2.05. So it's just an incredible amount of profit that you can make on these moves. And this is all with expiration for today. So it's just a really wonderful opportunity to, 70 cents to $2.06 is, remember, we're multiplying this by 100 to get our shares, by 100 shares to get our price. So our price is actually $70 for each contract, per contract. And then down here it's 206 times 100 again. And then that equals $206. So 76, what's the percentage on that, George? Let me just do a quick math
Okay.
calculation. It is 206 divided by 70 times 100 gives us
divided by
294%. Wow, that's 294% return.
194%.
I get 294%.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
it's 3 times 7 is 21, right? So it would be, yeah, that's correct,
yeah.
294%.
Okay,
That's just a
current
phenomenal
swing
return.
looks like it is into a retrace right now on the 1 minute chart. It price just snuck below the 21 moving average, but still way above the 50 moving average.
So it's just basically slowing down now. I think everybody's kind of seeing the writing on the wall now for today. Very interesting. Slowly trying to push back up. So right now it's, it's of course late in the day. So not much opportunities now to make any plays, except for maybe for expiration on, I guess the next expiration would be tomorrow.
Next expiration is tomorrow.
Yeah, so there's expiration for tomorrow. So they messed everything up because it was a holiday to yesterday. So they made the expiration for yesterday today. And so it's back-to-back expirations now. So yeah, you could buy in for Wednesday's expiration now at this point. But that's not a good idea to do that at this point anyways. So what I'll do, let's take a look quickly at the earnings that are coming up for tomorrow to see if there's anything worthwhile. So another day, another date. We want to look at, today is the 22nd. There we go. Okay, so Home Depot, they gave earnings already this morning. So let's see what's coming up this afternoon. Don't see any name on here that looks familiar. NU and MELI are both pretty high expected moves. So is CoStar and FANG. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at MELI and just kind of see what, I have no idea what these stocks are. Wow, they're very expensive stock.
Yeah, I'll say.
Wow. I don't think I'll be touching that one. The options are going to be super expensive on that, so we'll leave that one alone. Take a look at PA. I know PA and W. I've heard of them. Let me take a look at them. PA and W. Come on, and W. Palo Alto. Okay, they're very expensive as well. for almost $700 a share. But we have a pin bar on the daily.
Yeah,
So a pin bar on the daily is very nice to see, because that's telling us that we have. Let me actually mark it off properly with a triangle here, or a rectangle here. Mark off that candle, and then we'll go down to the lower time frames and look at it. So on the 4 hour, we've got bullish engulfing.
yeah.
On the 1 hour, we have
That's nice and strong.
very strong move from the top, from the bottom. We have a 1, 2, 3 up here. So wow, it's quite a long move. I don't know if that doesn't look like a fourth wave here. This could be our fourth
Looks
wave.
like just starting it now for the fourth.
And then that's the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Look at this. Or is that? Oh, that is the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. We're looking at that. Let's go down a little lower to the 15. So that's what it looks like on the 15. So quite the sweep, but we haven't made a 1, 2, 3 at this point as yet to go.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of being patient on that. But there is no patience because they're giving earnings. So the earnings are either going to pop or drop, one or the other here at this point. So it's a very expensive stock, so I wouldn't even touch it at this point. Those shares are going to be, those options are going to be very expensive. Just going to take a look at IWM again. IWM still trying to push to the upside. So, okay, next one, let's see, is NU. Let's take a look at NU. Okay, they're too inexpensive, so we'll forget them. Okay, below $10, you don't want to be playing that. Oh, what happened there? Earnings. Okay, let's take a look at another CDNS Cadence. Okay, so let's go to the daily. So it looks like they're also right at the bottom of their move. I'm going to go to weekly so I can see to the left a little bit. Okay, so there we go. So quite the move on this stock all the way up, and then we do that again. Quite the move up, and we've broken through to the downside, but we're back into a very strong support area. And we have green bar, so it looks pretty good that we should bounce at this point here. So daily is trying to bounce 4 hour. Very bullish engulfing, but looking a little suspect still though. Could still have further downside. 1 hour. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that at this point, this drop. Maybe we're done. It could be done as well. It's very close. So again, we'd be looking for a 1, 2, 3 here to take us back out and up. So this looks like a play to the upside. Check the options on that one. The expected move is quite high. 10%. So a 10% move would give us.
These have only monthly options.
Oh, so what are the 145s going for?
145 are going for 345.
Wow. Okay. So that'd be a bit expensive to play both ends. I was thinking of a straddle at this point, just in case, by an insurance one, but
that's out. You're out 24 days at this point.
Yeah, that's a long play. Yeah, it looks like it should pop to the upside. But the question is, will it do 10%? 10% would be $13 move. So we should get up to about the 150 area on that move. But whether it has enough oomph, but it also could fall. We do have a 1, 2, 3 top there, so it could also fall. So
Yeah.
that's the thing about this one. So too iffy and it's expensive. All right, let me go back to a quick look at IWM again. Just want to see what IWM is doing here.
WM is
We got
on its way down, but still way above 50.
we got an indecision bar on a daily now. Lots of indecision now. Hourly. Trying very hard, but not.
We actually, on the 1 minute, we have on 1, 2, 3 going down.
You should have one more push to the upside here after all this, but it might be a battle.
Possible. It's possible, but it's going to be a battle.
It's going to be a battle in the end here. So. Okay, let's.
I don't know. 5 minute didn't quite make it to its high of this morning.
You know. Okay, what else do we have here for earnings? These two. There's another 14% one ring. Okay, so VRSK. Let's just see that one.
Yeah.
Daily. Okay, they're also down at the bottom of their move. So we can see clean 1, 2, 3 up to this level, back down, right back. So we really should get a push back to the upside from here. We've got a 1, 2, 3 bottom here as well on the weekly. So let's see how it looks on the day.
This is also a monthly
Another monthly.
item, and it's got a huge spread. Bid is $4 and ask is $6.90.
Wow. And it looks like it's going to fall. It's in an overall downward mode, and we do have a 1, 2, 3 top here.
Yeah,
So,
actually, the open interest on the put side is much higher than the call side.
yeah, I'd be going for the puts on this one for sure. So what are the 180 puts worth, George?
180 puts are going for $4.05 right now.
Ow.
Spread is quite high, 270 to 540 for the ask.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. So the expected move for them is 11%. Wow. No, VRSK is 7% expected move. So 7% is about $11, $12 almost. So that's a pretty good move. It'll be quite the drop on them if they get that. But they're too expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is CSGP. Let's see that one. CSGP. Daily. Okay, they've been down considerably. Wow.
The put side is pretty extensive on this. The
Look at
60
this chart.
puts, the 60 puts are going for 255.
Well, something happened to this stock here because it's totally messed up. They were up at $800, $900 one moment in time, They're up at $910, and then they dropped all the way down to $80. So it must have been a split.
Wait,
Yes, it was a split.
CSGP?
Yeah, it was a split. No, CSGP, yeah. They had a 10-to-1 split, that's why. Okay, so I thought maybe
Okay.
there was something
Oh,
bad
okay.
happened to them, but
I'm into CSGP and um,
yeah. So they're okay. They just had a split on the stock, and they're still heading to the downside right now after the split.
yeah,
So looking rather weak. Could be right at the bottom of this move though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we could be getting close to the end, but we're still, the moving averages are still open, so there could still be further drops. This is where it gets really iffy because you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move, but we're still open on the moving averages,
yeah.
and because they're given earnings, if they have a good earning, they could be up here tomorrow morning, just like that. Turn around one move. So I'm going to leave that one alone as well, although it looks pretty weak. Okay, let's take a look at one last one. FANG is the next one, and the FANG is expected 13% move on this one. Oh, very choppy. See how they look on the weekly.
Yeah, that's another one with only monthly.
Okay, and they've had quite the run here, and in the last leg of this move, up at the top of the move. So they have still more to go. Looks
No, there's a big open interest and volume on the 135 calls, but that's going for 6.25 right now.
I don't know. It's a tough one because they've had quite a run, but it's been a very choppy affair
Oh
at
yeah,
this point. You can see
looks
how
like
choppy it's been,
huge
up
leg.
and down and up and down. So yeah, they could have one more push to the upside, but they could also tank. It's
Yeah, yeah.
it's an iffy one. This would be a straddle for sure on that one because it could go either way. What are the 135s going for, George?
The 135s are going for $6.20.
Ow. Yeah. Owie.
But
Very
they're the that's where you have the most open interest. You got 16,000 open interest on that.
Is the volume higher than the open interest?
The volume is 1,400.
Oh, the volume is lower. Okay. All right. So let me go back to IWM again and take a quick gander. Or they're still fighting. So no earnings for today then. 15.5. Yeah, still it's not making that push to in the end here.
Well, I mean, it still has time to. Well, we're coming up to the half-hour point, yeah.
Okay, I'll take a quick look at the insider trading today, see if there's anything. Oh, Astan is back again. Oh, Astan is back on the list.
Oh, it is. Huh?
Wow. And so now he's bought 1.25 million shares at $70 for $88 million. Wow. This guy really loves his company. So he bought
They
at
love
45.
something, right?
He bought at $45. He bought at $63, and now he's buying at $70. So that's 817 divided by 3. So he's getting them for about No, sorry,
About,
screen
wait,
$66 average, right?
for quite a few shares.
Actually 50 somewhat. I can't even do math anymore.
37.
538. So that's
178.
59.
I'm getting $59. Yeah.
59. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's got a 59. Thank you,
Kalik.
Kalik,
Kelly. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So it's about so he's getting in a $59 average. So let's take a look at that stock. This is just so I've been playing this stock I've been playing the options following this guy, and have done quite well with them. So here's the daily chart. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so he bought in at 70 today. So right there. Wow. Okay. So he knows something again. So time to buy the options on this guy again. So this is the daily chart. So this is a pullback on this move. So we're going to push to the upside again. We're just basically mimicking this side. So that's the kind of play. So we're doing, the similar type of thing. So it's an opportunity now to buy the calls. So the 70 calls would be really good at this
70
point.
calls are 440.
Okay, that's tight. How about the 75s? There's 75s?
Yeah, 75s are $3.08.
Okay, wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're down in the sweet spot right now. So if I put the fib retracement on, so this is what we're getting on this. We're right at the 50%, right at the 50% level. So he bought at 70. He bought it a bit high, mind you, but he's probably no technician per se, but he knows that his company is strong and he's buying. That's why he's buying these shares. So I bought them I bought them with him down here, and then he bought them at 45. That was down here. So I followed along with him, bought some calls, and made some nice profits up to here. And then he bought in again at 63, and I kept one in and got out again up here. And so now he's buying again. So I'm going to buy again some more calls. So what I can do is keep going down and then try to get in as price is moving down. That's the key to the game. Whenever we're buying calls, we want to make sure that price is moving down. Whenever we're buying puts, we want to make sure price is moving up when you buy. You get them much cheaper that way. So it's forming a 1, 2, 3 here at this point. So we could break this, of course, one more time. That's totally possible. But even if you get in here with one, you can always buy another one if it breaks that point, because we'll get it a 1, 2, 3 down here. So you could buy another one down here.
Yeah,
so that's a good strategy.
These prices are not going to move too quickly because we got 24 days on them.
Oh, these are 24 days out. So the 75 calls would be a good. Okay, so let me take a look at those. Asana 75 calls. Because I want to buy right at the top of this.
Well, they would 308 right now.
Yeah, so the key here is to buy the calls that are just sitting right here, 70. So that's right at 75, right? And the move up, you would, if I got two of them, at this price, maybe just one, but I've got so many other things going. So at this price, yeah, just take the profits off at this point here. When we get up into the 75 area, that will be worth a nice So 22nd of March, Asana 75 calls. But there's quite a spread. Oh, it's 285 to 310. Okay, so that's not bad. So buy, let me buy one. If price does come down further, and I can always pick up another one cheaper. So I'll buy one for now. 285. Put in a bid at 3. Okay, so I put a bid in for 3 for the.
$3.
Yeah, I put a bid in at $3, so we'll see if it gets hit. If not, I'll try tomorrow. So that's these are the kind of plays that, someone, a CEO buying, 3 times 1.25 million shares, he knows something. So, and he still has 23 million shares. So he's doing okay. Amazing. Here, a CEO is selling his shares. He's selling 157. He sold all his shares. So this guy knows something as well. If he's selling all his shares, has no shares left, $16 million. He's either quitting, retiring, or he knows something. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at that stock. Okay, daily. Wow. Okay, he knows something. Yeah, this he knows it's going nowhere but down. So that's why he's selling. Wow, that is amazing.
Okay,
I just got filled.
And
I just got filled. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so this stock here, net selling, he sold it at 105. 105. I don't see that at 105. I don't understand that one. How do we get 105 on that? Am I on the wrong stock? Net. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong stock. That's why. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. Cloudflare, there it is. That was very odd. Okay, so that's better. I was thinking, well, how can you sell it at 105 and it's down at 63 cents? Okay, so he sold it. So this is why he's selling again. We were up at $220 a share and it's tanked all the way down. So he's kind of like, okay, that's it, I'm out. He's probably getting, yeah. So, and it still has further to drop. You can see we have a 1, 2, 3 top and we're heading down. So it's more than likely that we're going to break this level again on the way down. We have a 1, 2, 3 top here. This drop, we could be done at this point and we could just be forming a 1, 2, 3 to go, but he knows something. So he would not be selling all his shares if this were not going to come down and break this level. I would kind of guesstimate that from looking at the chart that he knows that that's what's going to occur. So let me go back to the weekly. Okay, so it is totally plausible that we're going to come down into this level. The next move down. Yeah, so that's why he's selling. So that 1, 2, 3 top will take us down into that area. It'll take us down like that. So that's a put on this guy. If one was interested in that. But I like the S1 guy. Had made me some nice money already, so it's really good. And that, you know, that S1 trade, just so was huge. It was a we go to the hourly. Yeah, this move here was, you know, I think it was $150, $145 up to $800 up here. So it's quite the move. So $150 per contract to $800 per contract. That's just a superb move. So this is the whole key to what we're trying to do. We're trying to get in for very small amounts and come out with large amounts. Keep our risk very small and make our wins very big. And that's how you stay afloat in this game and win consistently. So even if you lose, you know, you're not going to cry about $150 or so, you know. But if you're right, and if you just need to even just be right 50% of the time with this kind of, even less than 50% with this kind of wins, you can really increase your accounts and your profit, your return on investment. So I'm kind of hoping it drops down a little bit further, George. I could pick up some more, but we'll see. Because we do have lots of time. Okay, so IWM did not come back. Okay, so it couldn't do it. So it's just faltering. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're at a fourth wave, and it's just going to falter for today. So that's done. So yeah, this was a good opportunity to make that play to the upside. You could have made as much as coming down as you did coming down, going back up again. So that's how quickly this can move. So, you know, down here, jumping in, and show you how how you enter on this. So you see the 1, 2, 3 like that. You get a red bar. You just enter. That's one of the great entry there, or down, of course, in the 50 to 62% entry area. That's ideal. And we're on the 5-minute time frame. So let me drop to the 1 minute, and you can see even better that area.
The 1 minute was a beautiful 1, 2, 3 setup.
So there it is on the 1 minute. So
yeah,
nice 1, 2, 3 down to this level. So we get this big red bar. So if I put the fibs on that move, you can see how we can enter. It's so beautiful when you understand how this setup really works. So there's our fibs. So you just look, you know, if you felt that this was going to be going back up, and you know, I wasn't looking at this, so this is after the fact, but 50%, 62%, that's our sweet spot area. So that's what we want. We want to see price come back into that area. So if you see price come back into that area, this big red bar, and then a green bar paints, you know, this is you know, ideal time to be looking to get in. And if you still feel uncomfortable that, you know, you're not sure if it's still going to drop, you know, and you know, albeit your stop is here, so your risk is very small, even if you got in at this point. But if you still felt that, oh, you know, maybe I don't know, you wait for the breach of this red candle. So when this red candle is breached by this green candle, then that's the ultimate entry, because now your stop is just going to be below that red candle, and your risk is this much. So, you know, your risk is really small. Your risk is small even here as well. But just for confirmation, you can get in at this point. But you have this whole area for your entry all the way down to the red bar. So anywhere that you get in, you know, in here would work. So it makes another 1, 2, 3. So now you have a second opportunity. So if you miss this guy, you're still in the area anyways. So it gets another 1, 2, 3. You again, you can put the fibs on. So let me I'll move the fibs to this one, and you'll see. Move it to this guy. So now we have the 50 to 60, again, same kind of thing, 50 to 62% area is right there. So entry, ideal. Your stop in this case, you can put your stop either way down here or below this one, or even below this one. You have choices. So your risk again is, you know, depending on how much you want to risk, is small. And then you get a red bar, a green bar. So if you're still unsure, you don't want to get in at this point and put a stop here or here or here, then you can wait for confirmation of breach of this red bar. So a breach of that red bar, you're in to the upside again. So your stop now either right under here, and it creates another 1, 2, 3 again. So you get another opportunity, because this one, you know, your whole area of entry is basically this whole area here. Right? So you're back into this area again. So another opportunity to get in, same kind of setup. So again, I'll do it a third time. So move this over. So get one more chance at it. So this is 3 opportunities to get in. So here again is the same thing, 50 to 62% area. It's right there. Sorry, can't draw properly. So again, we're right in the sweet spot. So anywhere in here, you get a green bar breaking above a red bar. That's perfect right there. That would be a nice entry. Stop is below, or stop is here. And off you go. So no matter which way you look at this, you could have made profits by jumping in anywhere in this area, and off you go. So it's beautiful, and your risk is so small, you know, for the reward that you get for doing that. It's just beautiful. So it's a quick move, and you had to get out, of course, at this level. You know, sometimes you just have to just take what you get. So when you start seeing red bar breaking green bar like here, that might be a little, you know, warning, but you know, at this point you would kind of think, okay, it's not really much of a move here, so I keep going. And then up here, maybe now time to take profit off. Red bar breaking green bar. And especially if you start seeing it going sideways like that, you know, maybe it's time to get out. So we can see what it's doing now, though. You know, all it's doing now is just, it should come back. It should stop at this point and turn around and start going back up again, maybe.
Well, it just broke through the 50 moving average.
That would be the expectation here at this point, that it would do that, but just make this smaller.
Well, I'm on the 5 minute. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still on the 1. So how I gauge this is to the top of this move. We're right there. So this is the band that it should basically turn around at. But if this is totally done from a higher time frame, that we've reached the peak and it's on its way back down, and that's it, then it's not going to stop. So you have to look at it from higher as well. So 5 minute, we're still in an overall downtrend. You know, you can see that, right? We're still in an overall move to the downside. So this could just be a 4th wave. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. We don't want price to break this. These two shouldn't break each other. However, when they do break each other, that means you're in a different type of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. So when they break each other, it's a different type. It's not really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anymore. It's A, B, C, D, E. That's a different type of a construct. You're more in a diagonal or a zigzag or a triangle type of affair. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count is for impulse waves, where you don't get a breach of these two guys. But that's what we're looking for to trade. These are the ones where we're looking. When you get into the diagonals, it's a little tougher to trade, but you still can trade them. You can see this one did breach. You know, there's a breach here. However, we can still trade it because there's opportunities. So it looks like this is what that is. This is a diagonal type of affair, and we're in that diagonal structure. and that's what it's doing. So we're heading back down again. So that's why it's good to understand the structure, because you can then make a good a valid judgment as to whether or not you should stay in a trade when you've reached a certain level. So by putting these lines on, our, you get an idea. Okay, I see what's going on. I'm inside this structure. We've moved back up. We've breached it a little bit, but it's probably over, and we're coming back down. So you get an understanding of the structure. It really helps a lot to see. And you can see we're still in an overall downward trend, and that's what's happening. So we're still heading to the downside overall, because this guy is controlling everything right now on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, how's our time? 12:50. Okay, so that was
Still coming
interesting.
down on IWM, I think.
Just lost this guy. So any questions from anyone? I've been chatting way too much. Sorry, I don't give you guys a chance to even ask a question or anything. If there's anything that you want to clarify, or if there's something you want me to take a look at, or,
Yes, I do. Lennox,
Yes.
if you can go back to the, please, on the IWM chart, the Russell 2000. If you go to the daily,
Okay, we're really sinking. Okay. Get rid of these things. Yep, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. There was what I was trying to see is how can one decipher between a fake 123 and a real 123? Because I saw one, I can't seem to find it.
Okay, so always look at the end of moves, so that way you can't get faked out, because it's always going to be at the end of a move. So a move to the upside, a move to the downside gives you a 1, 2, 3. A move to the upside gives you a 1, 2, 3. So that's the key to it, is to catch it at the end of moves. There's a 1, 2, 3 in here. Can't see it, of course. The larger 1, 2, 3 here. Big move
Right.
down. 1, 2, 3 there. But again, yes, it's a 1, 2, 3, but you have to understand where you are in the structure. Otherwise, you get faked out and you go the wrong way. So in this case, because this is a large 1, 2, 3, we know that when we get to this level here, we're not really done this move to the downside. So it's just we're just in a third wave actually, and we're just going, this way in it. So we expect another move to break that, and that's what I'm expecting here. This move, because we have a 1, 2, 3 here. I'm expecting that to come down and break this level and come down one more time.
So if you were to consider the 1, 2, 3 from the bottom up.
This one?
No, the one previous, this one. And
this
if
one
you
here?
get in, no, I'm sorry, you on the circle you drew before. So
this one?
Yes, this one.
Yeah.
So
okay.
On this one,
yeah.
If you entered above 0.2, you didn't have much of a move, and then it dropped.
No, because you're in a fourth wave, and you see it did it quickly. It did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we're completion of a structure. Yes, but it's not, because this is so big. This becomes R3, because inside of here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, but we can't see it again. So if we drop down to the 4 hours, say, maybe we can see it a little better. So let's see if that holds out. So you have to really pay attention and look at it closely. So inside the move here, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move, which is the one that's given us that. Whereas this guy, you see, this one is giving us 1, 2. So
Right.
this should be our 3. And this one is giving us our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's why it can fool us. And then also when it starts to do this and come down like that, then you know it's kind of whoops, right? So we're
Right.
inside of a sideways type structure,
Inside the wave 4.
instead of a diagonal. And so the expected now breaking out is to the downside to break this level and continue down into the 5th wave now.
Okay. If you can go to the sonar chart again,
Okay.
daily, it's a little clearer to see a fake 1, 2, 3, like from this down move.
From up here?
Yes, I went down, and now you're looking obviously when you're down here on the down move. This down move from where you are
Took us all the way down.
down. You're looking for a 1, 2, 3, right? Top or bottom, I'm sorry.
Oh, at this point here, you mean to go back up?
Yes, right.
Yeah, that could fool you because it looks like it's complete at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah. So if you went for
So-
the buy stop, yeah, you're in danger here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But even if you went
So-
to 60, 55%, right there
Okay,
where
so
you were.
there's a giveaway though, because this retrace is so deep. If it breaks past 61.8%, it's not a good sign.
Okay.
Yeah, your
Chances of
probability goes way
the
down.
probabilities are against you now for
Okay.
price to come back and break this high. So
Okay.
keep that in mind whenever you see a 1, 2, 3. The deeper the retrace, especially if it breaks 161.8, the probabilities become less and less for it to go back up. So if we come here and go like that, that's fantastic. This is beautiful. If it comes down to our sweet spot, 50 to 62%, which is the probability is the highest that you're going to get a retrace. That's great. And so anything above that level, 60, let's say 62%, right? Is your probabilities are good. But once it starts breaking that level, your probabilities start to decrease.
Got it.
It's like the option, as time goes along, the price of your option decreases.
Decreases, yes.
It's not moving in the same kind of thing. So at this point here, you would say, oops, okay, this thing is dropped. Let's make it bigger here so we can really look at it. But okay, so say we did. Okay, I'm going to put the fibs on. I think that's lower. Let's see, 61.76. Oh no, it's not even lower. This is lower, this bar. So it's not a 1, 2, 3 anyways.
Yeah, I think
So
you're right. That one is lower.
This is the low. So that discounts this whole thing that I'm talking about. But just say we thought that this was going to be a 1, 2, 3, right? Let's just say we thought it was going to be. We thought we're at the bottom of this move, and we put the fibs on. So I'll put the retracement on. So here's what you can do. So if price we mark off our 61% area.
Right.
Now we see this candle breaks through and goes down. Okay, so we're kind of cautious now. We're looking for a green candle to come back up to break this candle. That would be, what we'd want to do on the daily time frame. So you have to be patient and wait. The next candle is a red candle. It takes us down. So you would just nullify this, immediately, because it's just not a good thing at this point.
Right.
Now the next candle is a red one, a green one, sorry, that comes down and breaks our number 1 point. Then it's all over, right?
That nullifies, yes.
Yeah. So that's how you can, be certain that, okay, maybe I'm making the right decision at this point. So now you'd wait for a new one. So maybe you decide you're going to jump in on that one, that little guy, and you might make a little something, but it's nothing dramatic. But you kind of realize that, okay, maybe the pattern that I'm looking at is not complete, and for whatever reason, it's still got more downside because it's starting to do weird things in here. Anytime you start getting a little bit of weirdness, you can always know that maybe you're not done. And the other way to look at it as well is to look at it from a higher time frame. So we can go to the weekly and we can get a better look at this. And this might give us an idea as to where we are overall. So that big drop, we came back down into support. So yeah, we would expect a little bit of a move here back to the upside. However, it wasn't done. So, you know, it's this would be definitely one that would fool everyone. You know, it would look like we should be pushing back to the upside here, but it was not complete.
All right. Okay, great. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's tough sometimes to see them, and especially on the higher time frames, patience. Like, you know, on the hourly here, you know, it's patience. Wait this out. Wait for that confirmation, and then it's great, right?
Yes.
So even here, we jumped in on these calls. Markets closed, and you know, this is on the hourly. We could be more patient. You know, definitely we could probably get it a little cheaper, but tomorrow it might drop a little bit further. And you see it did come down a little bit, so we could have probably got them for a little less than $3. But oh, definitely a little. Yeah, we could have got it for $2.75. So that's the thing. So tomorrow, if it drops even further, I'll pick up, you know, some more, right? Because it's gonna give us another opportunity to get in.
Pick up a few million like a son.
Yeah, I'd like to buy 1.25 million contracts. Yeah. George, can you help me?
Yeah, right.
We'll go halves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice on that first trade that I made from 150 to 800 to have 1.25 million contracts.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you would teach anymore.
I wouldn't be teaching anybody anything anymore, no.
Yeah.
But that's, yeah, that's what dreams are made of, eh? So,
yes.
All right, so that's another day done.
Good. Very good, Lennox.
Yeah, so it was a good day. It was good to see the movement.
Good day too. Yes.
Nice to see the movements in the charts, and you get to really see the 1, 2, 3 playing out and so on. So it's, you know, it's good. That's what we wanted.
And
all right. Well,
let me see.
We thank you for hanging with us again. Appreciate it very much. And
we'll be with you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you very much.
Again, you're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye now.